Hey guys, Trevor with Shadow. We're in our booth, SHOT Show 2020, and we're talking about PMAGs. So this is a question we get asked quite a bit. It does seem like some people don't really care for PMAGs, and I will say that all of the shooting and reliability testing, everything we've ever done with this gun has been with a PMAG. We just shot 7,500 rounds at the range day a couple days ago, all done with PMAGs. So from a reliability perspective, we really have never had an issue. The real reason that we use PMAGs, though, is actually related to something else about the magazine that I think people often forget. So a big part of a reliable function of a gun is consistent magazine maintenance, okay? And with a lot of the other magazines out there, it's much more difficult to disassemble the mag. With a PMAG, you can grab a ballpoint pen and pop the base pad off, pull the spring assembly out, everything stays together, which is nice. Wipe the spring down, clean the tube, and then reassemble, okay? And that, to me, is something that you should be doing on a regular basis with your magazines, especially if they hit the ground. It's just an extra step, and frankly, most malfunctions start with a magazine issue. So that's the first reason we like them. The other reason that we like them, though, is the base pad size, okay? So in certain kinds of malfunctions, the magazine can be really difficult to remove from the gun. And if you have a Shadow Systems pistol without the magazine well installed, you'll see you've got a really nice big serrated location to grab a hold of that magazine. They also have incorporated some little cuts in their magazine so that you can get your fingers in there and really get a good purchase. Frankly, the large base pad becomes even more important, though, if it's in a gun that has the magazine well installed. Because now you'll notice that you've traded an easier reload for a little bit less access to the base pad of the magazine if you do ever have to do an emergency magazine removal where the gun is really locked up. So in this case, with a PMAG, you do still get adequate purchase on the bottom of the magazine to be able to pull it out. Now, obviously, if you have a malfunction like that where the magazine is stuck, it's usually best to lock the slide to the rear first, which usually will remove the tension on the mag. But just in general, in case it gets stuck, you've got something to hold on to with a PMAG, and you really don't have that with a lot of the other magazines that have a lower profile base pad. So that's basically our perspective. From a reliability viewpoint, everything is great. But then beyond that, in an emergency, we think a PMAG is really a better option to get the magazine out of the gun, and you can clean them regularly after a range session without a whole lot of hassle. So that's the story on the PMAG.